Greetings, family, peace, love, and positive thinking. This is Guru, and thank you for visiting my channel. Today's vlog is about United Airlines, who discriminates against its African American pilots. Let's go to the story. Family, a group of 18 African American pilots employed by United Airlines have held a press conference with civil rights leaders, including Dr. Cornel West, on Thursday, September 15, 2016, at the National Press Club in Washington, D.C. On behalf of these pilots, the call is being made for Congress and the United States Department of Justice to launch a federal investigation into the hiring, promoting, training, discipline, diversity, and equal employment practices of United Airlines. Family, the pilots have reached out to the Congressional Black Caucus for assistance in their struggle for civil rights and equality. These African American pilots have pursued legal action, and their civil rights claims are pending against United Airlines in federal courts around the nation for the company's treatment of African Americans. The pilots have formed a group called the United Coalition for Diversity. The coalition is represented by Mildenberg law firm. According to the pilots, United Airlines has had a complete and utter lack of diversity at the management level and a systematic culture of racism that has inhibited African Americans from obtaining managerial positions. Quote, "It is time for all pilots to be provided with equal opportunities, regardless of the color of their skin," unquote, said Brian Mildenberg, attorney for the pilots. According to the coalition pilots, the executive leadership of United Airlines has failed over the years to integrate the airline and remedy the serious concerns of racial discrimination against black pilots that have plagued United for more than 2 decades. Although United Airlines hired an African American general counsel in 2010, Bret Hart, who during 2016 became acting CEO while CEO Oscar Muniz was ill during leave of absence, the African American pilots are very disappointed with the executive leadership of United Airlines. During Mr. Hart's tenure as General Counsel of United Airlines and the acting CEO, the coalition members have seen little improvement in the workplace. The pilots have been forced to pursue legal claims and to engage in public advocacy to shine light on what they describe as retaliatory treatment and threats by United Airlines employees and managers. Case background: a documented history of discrimination at United Airlines. During the 1970s and through the 1990s, United Airlines was required to hire African American pilots under an EEOC consent decree. The coalition pilots allege that some white chief pilots at United Airlines resented the hiring of African Americans under the consent decree and formed a secret racist organization called, quote, the Vault, unquote, with the express purpose to prevent African American pilots from achieving professional advancement at United. The coalition pilots allege that white pilots have disparagingly referred to African American pilots as quote, consent decree hires, unquote, and, quote, equal opportunity hires, unquote. In addition, in one pilot's case, currently pending in federal court in Houston, Texas, a photograph of a black man being lynched by a group of white supremacists was placed in the Black United Pilots United Airlines flight office mailbox in Houston with a note, quote, how to move up in seniority at United Airlines, unquote. In another case, a paper was left in the mailbox of an African American flight attendant. This paper was called a, quote, NIGGER tag dash federal NIGGER hunting license, unquote, declaring that the holder was, quote, licensed to hunt and kill NIGGERS during the open search hereof in the United States, unquote, and purported to give, quote, the holder permission to hunt day or night with or without dogs, unquote. A hand-drawn image of a person hanging from a pole or tree appeared on one corner of the document along with the words, quote, this is for you, unquote. These are just a few examples of a long history of racial discrimination at United Airlines. Congressional hearings were held in the 70s, leading to the federal consent decree, which required the airline to hire African American pilots. The decree was terminated in the 1990s, but unfortunately for the black pilots, racial discrimination has again reared its ugly head at United Airlines, and the pilots seek renewed congressional intervention. Some coalition pilots settled racial discrimination claims against United Airlines in 2011. They thought United Airlines was serious about change. The pilots claim that settlement became a workplace joke when its existence was leaked by United management. Rumors were spread that the black pilots who made claims would never receive promotions. After the settlement and during the tenure of Bret Hart, the threatening white supremacist note discussed above was left in a coalition pilot's mailbox. The Houston police investigated the incident as a potential homicide threat. This is an extreme example of the serious concerns of racism at United Airlines against black pilots. And since this article is quite long, I'm going to just read this last part and let you decide for yourself if you will continue using United Airlines as the, quote, friendly skies, the airline of the friendly skies. I don't think so. This brave group of black pilots of United Airlines have come forward to call for an end the racially exclusive practices of United Airlines. United has refused to agree to written reforms requested to assure fair practices and equal treatment for black pilots. So basically, United has refused to agree to written reforms requested to assure fair practices and equal treatment. In other words, they want to continue discriminating against black pilots and other aviation opportunities, I'm sure, within the aviation field. They're going to continue to discriminate, is basically what they're saying. I think the call for the United States Department of Justice is a very good call to bring this under a federal investigation. United said that the claims are, quote, as baseless today as they were 4 years ago when they were originally filed, unquote, referring to lawsuits previously filed by the pilots. Quote, we're very proud of our diversity record and programs. As an example, 5 of our 8 chief pilots at our hubs are people of color and women, including 3 African Americans. So, a spokeswoman said in an email. So basically what she's saying is 5 of our 8 chief pilots are people of color and women, so including 3 African Americans. So out of the 8, 3 are African Americans is what they're saying. Out of the 8, 3 are African Americans. The rest are other persons of color. Do you get what this whole thing is about? This is about black pilots. They're missing the point here. They're talking about women and people of color. We are talking about African American pilots. And it just seems like the narrative always escapes the actual points of where the discussion needs to be. And this is about black pilots. We're not talking about other people of color. We're not talking about women. We're talking about African Americans, period. Black people, period. So family, if again, I just want to make a statement that if you were planning on traveling, you're thinking about flying somewhere to go and visit family or friends somewhere in another state, maybe you might want to think about the airlines you choose. I don't think United is the friendly airlines of the skies, as they claim. They don't seem to be too fair to their black pilots. So as black people and black Americans, African Americans, and then also other people of color, maybe you might want to think twice about flying with this airline. I doubt very seriously if I ever do again. United, you're not so united as you claim, and until I see that you make some changes, I doubt seriously that I'll be flying with your airlines ever again. This is Guru. I hope you like, share, and subscribe this video. Thanks again for watching. Peace, love, and positive thinking. Peace out.